I just shot him.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Hey there, marksman. What is up with Swift Shot Outdoors? My name is Luke, and I am very glad you're here. Today we have a great hunting video for you. A couple weeks back, I posted a video of me killing my first archery deer. I'm gonna tag the video up in the corner, so if you want, go watch that first. If not, just go ahead and watch this video. So after killing my doe, I did a lot of hunting to try and fill out my buck tag. Both in the later parts of archery season and also into rifle season. I have a lot of footage from archery around like late October into early November. Let me just roll this sweet little montage for you. Even after going out almost every day during archery season, I just could not get a buck. I had a couple of close encounters with some that were like big bucks, like really big bucks. And unfortunately none of them, I got some on video, but like they was like right before dark and you can't even see their horns. But there are a couple encounters where it was just too far away, like 50 yards out, and he was kind of tucked in some bushes. And then there was another time it was too dark. He was about 40 yards away. I maybe could have squeezed in a shot, but it was really risky. It was windy, rainy, dark, and just kind of risky. But once archery season finally concluded, I figured I could probably get out and kill this buck during rifle season. So I went out on the first day, which was the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I didn't see a whole lot earlier in the morning, and until my dad went in and pushed out the land. He kicked out, not kidding you, about 20 deer. But they were 200 yards away and they were booking it through a field. Just absolutely no kind of shot. And the biggest buck that was in the group was only about a 4-point. So then I went out the next day, which was Sunday. And usually in Sunday, there is not any hunting for like anything but crows and coyotes. However, this year they decided for archery season, rifle bear season, and rifle season for deer that they would have a Sunday for each of those seasons. And they were all in a row, like 3 weeks back to back to back. So this was the first time I've been out in the woods deer hunting on a Sunday. It was like something really new. I've never experienced this before. So I went up at the crack of dawn. I got up in my climber, and somewhat earlier in the morning, I did see a group of like 2 doe come in. I don't have a doe tag and I'm just looking for a buck. And between 8 and 10, I saw like nothing. But then like 10:30 came around and I had this group of 4 doe come out from behind me. And then out of nowhere, in a cut wide open field, kind of like this one, I see 2 doe booking it across the field, like pretty far away, 200 yards out at least. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder what kicked them up, because no one else is on the land. I know that no one else is out there. And sure enough, just a few seconds behind them, here comes a nice sized buck running across the field. I got really excited. I turned on the scope camera and the GoPro right away, and I zoomed in, and I was just really praying that he would come in. Now that group of doe that I told you about that came in like right behind me, they were on the edge of the field, like right on the edge of the woods by the field. And that buck that was chasing those 2 doe saw these ones on the edge of my woods. He started coming towards us, because it's the rut, it's mating season. He wants to come in and see the doe. And I'm just so excited, just really hoping that he will come in close enough and in a right spot where I can get a safe shot. And well, I'll let the rest of this hunt speak for itself. Oh, I think I killed him. Oh my gosh, I held the scope too close to my face.
No.
I just shot him.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I knocked myself in the stinking noggin with my scope though, and I'm bleeding out of my forehead.
You're not the first one that's ever done that, Luke.
Yeah, I know. So he might be lying dead out in the field. I can't see because it's kind of thick, but I mean, I'm telling you, if I didn't hit him, it is the scope. I got it all on camera. So you notice there, I had to take 2 shots. This is an old gun. It's like, the gun's like over 20 years old, and that the scope is as well. I really need to get a new scope for next season because I don't know, it's being kind of funky. But this first shot, you can see, is perfectly placed. It could not have been any better. Great shot, and he just doesn't react. I don't see him flinch, I don't see him tuck his tail or anything, so I put another shot in him just to be sure, and that's the one that did it. And he ran about somewhere between 50 and 80 yards into the field, and then he dropped, flopped around for like a minute, and then he died. So he didn't really suffer too much, which is great. That's what it's all about. And I have a clip here showing you up close like his rack and his body. He's a big deer. All right, guys, my stand is about 30 yards inside that woods line. I shot him and he ran to right here. Look how big he is. He is a big boy. Not much tracking needed to do for this guy because he's right in the open field, so I just saw him like as soon as I hit the woods line. But he's an 8-point. Pretty good. I mean, it could be a little wider, but I'm out here for the meat, you know. So yeah, he's a good buck here. We're gonna get them all gutted up and transport them back to the truck and whatnot. Also, going back to the shot, you may have noticed I had blood coming out of my forehead. Oh my gosh, I held the scope too close to my face.
That thing bleeding, Pete.
I've been hunting for 10 years, never hit my eye or anything with the scope, but this one time I did. However, the scope camera that I'm using makes the eyepiece stick out farther from the scope, and you have to like lean in closer to see it, and it just hit me like right on the forehead. I still have a bit of a scar right there. It didn't really hurt that much, especially with all the adrenaline, but I just thought it looked so stupid. And I had this clip from Snapchat, which you can follow at SwiftShot2020 if you want to see kind of behind the scenes stuff like this. Just shot a nice 8-point, and of course the one time like I knocked myself in the noggin with my scope. That never happened before, but I mean, he should be down. With all this blood all over my glove, you know, you would guess it's probably from me gutting the deer, but you're wrong. It's from my freaking forehead. Rookie, what am I doing? Of social media, you can also follow me on Instagram at SwiftShot_outdoors. And you can follow my personal too, which is at PA_wild. And then I have a European mount of the actual skull, so I'm gonna show you guys a very detailed video of it here. Alright, so here is the deer skull, the European mount. Like I said, 8-point buck. My hands are big. But I just figured I'd give you guys an up-close view now that it's off the body, and I can pick it up and mess around with it. So yeah, not a half bad buck. So yeah, he's an 8-point, not super wide, but I'm telling you, I was happy with this deer. We don't see a ton of huge bucks in my area. The neighboring properties happen to shoot the bucks when they're younger, so they don't get a lot of chance to grow. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and I'm just glad to have a full freezer. This is the first time I've tagged out. Every other time I've been deer hunting, I just get one or the other tag. I've never been able to successfully fill out both. And hey, pay attention. If you're like not looking at the screen, look at me right now. I know this is monotonous for every YouTuber, but I want you to actually scroll up, press the like button, please, if you enjoyed this video. Just really appreciate feedback, and I'd like to know if you guys are enjoying the videos that I am putting out. I'd also appreciate it if you have any comments, whether they're negative or positive. If it's negative, it's just constructive criticism. It's something I can work on to make my videos better. And also, please consider subscribing to get weekly content like this. Also, this Sunday, January 17th, I'm going to be live streaming at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just going to be playing some games on Xbox, whether it be PUBG or Warzone, just some fun gaming. So if you would like to join me, here's my Twitch username, and I will be on at 9 p.m. on Twitch. Other than that, I have nothing else for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, I love each and every single one of you. And don't forget to stay on target. Goodbye.